What's up, everybody? We are here with part 2 of Cabernet Caturday, where Katie and I will discuss our E3 2023 highlights.
We did the same thing last year, where we will pop up some graphics on the screen of our lists of the games that kind of like caught our attention, as it's no longer as succinct, but they kind of have it more spread out, like Summer Game Fest, and we'll talk about all of them, but we'll have each of the segments up on the screen of what games we were most interested in, just, you know, by the trailers and whatnot. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about some of them a little in depth.
Yeah.
Show a little gameplay, like we did last time. Sorry.
Yeah, and Marty should be putting those up right now, the slides of the games, like you said, just from each show that we just found notable. But yeah, it is time to delve in to what we found to be the highlights of E3 2023. And what I love, we've said this before, we've mentioned this before in some way, that Jeff Keighley named Summer Game Fest because there are 3 E's in it, and we just love that. So E3 will never die, and I really like that.
Oh yeah. Very intentional. Let's get rolling. Do we need another glass of wine though?
There is hair on the wine, but other than that, yes.
It's Cabernet Caturday, you know?
Cabernet Caturday. You don't drink a little bit of hair, it's not Cabernet Caturday.
You're not doing it right.
First things first, we had the Sony Direct.
That's right, and that was like pretty early.
Yeah, it was in May.
That's the end of the bottle.
Is this the end of the bottle?
Sorry, Soog. I disrupted the Soog with my heinous laughter.
Oh no. Ooh, spankly scuttling. So we have the cats, Cabernet Caturday, E3 time. Sony kicked it off with the PlayStation Direct, this Nintendo PlayStation Direct.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To video games.
Cheers to video games.
And all cats.
And all cats.
Hug your cats, if they let you. love your cats.
Yes.
Hey, baby. She's like, I want to be on the throne.
Sugi has still been winning the Game of Thrones for PlayStation. Unfortunately, Alan Wake 2 took the stage, and I was hyped. I am hyped, but we found out that it is not going to be physical at launch, which at first Katie was like, hey, maybe it's a Sonic's teeth thing, which if you all aren't familiar, let me catch you up real quick. Katie cracked the case basically years ago with the Sonic movie where they were like, hey look, Sonic's going to have teeth. And everyone was freaking out. And then they were like, just kidding. Actually, they weren't like just kidding. They were like, sorry. Sonic won't have teeth. Sonic won't have teeth. And it's like, Katie was like, they were going to do that the whole time. This was just to drum up publicity. And it worked like a charm. We saw it. We probably would have seen it, but I don't know. We definitely saw it because of the teeth. And so it worked like a charm. So basically, Katie was like, by the way, she's the only person in the world to crack this. And she was like, it's the Sonic teeth thing. So she cracked it with Sonic. And she was saying, what if they're doing it with Alan Wake 2? It doesn't seem like it's a Sonic teeth thing. It doesn't seem like they're just joking. Like, it seems like they're really going to make it physical, not physical at first. I believe it's going to get a physical release. Mm-hmm. And it's just a matter of when, you know, honestly, not if, I think. But it's still really disappointing that it seems like it's not going to be physical at launch. So for me, that was a bummer.
Yeah. We don't buy digital games.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard, especially with like indie games, obviously, because we enjoy supporting indie games and stuff, but we also are pretty like passionate about having you know, our media physical, and it's something we don't want to see go away. Yeah. And you know, even though that's what everybody predicts is the future, is like all digital, it's like it's not something we're interested in, and so hopefully there will always be common interest there where, you know, you can always at least get it in some form or fashion.
Yeah,
physically.
Definitely a huge drama. It's a huge drama.
We just want to see it physically released for game preservation and stuff. We see all these games being delisted, and it's, you know, it's scary. It's just kind of like it's just not how we want to see things go.
I mean, for me too, it's just about player choice. I mean, it's like, why would you take the choice away, whether you're a game collector or you don't mind it being digital? Like, why would you take the choice away? So, we're pretty bummed.
Yeah. We could go on and on, though.
Yeah.
About how we want to, you know, physical over digital.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on.
That's where we stand.
That's where we stand.
We would be excited. We're excited about the game happening. Pretty incredible that it's getting a sequel. We were so psyched.
Years
and then
ago,
when they said digital only, we were like, that sucks.
Years ago, it was like my surprise hope for E3. We were like, what's like your surprise thing that hasn't been talked about? I was like, Alan Wake 2. I've unreleased, unspoiled things so far for E3 2018. I'll say, I hope that Alan Wake 2 gets announced.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we bought the remake physically.
We bought the remake physically. Yeah,
they did that all the way through together.
They didn't mind selling us at the time 12-year-old game physically as a remaster.
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't mind doing that.
Yeah.
But
that's okay. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll be watching that closely. So aside from Alan Wake 2, we also saw another highlight was Spider-Man 2, which we loved the original Spider-Man game, or the, 2018 Spider-Man game, whatever. That was so much fun, and we also loved Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
Just more fun gameplay and good stories, comic stories and stuff, comic book stories and stuff. And we're excited for Spider-Man 2, man.
Venom, dude.
Venom. Looks like it's going to be some fun stories along with just the same, awesome gameplay.
Yep. Totally.
Swinging around New York.
Yo. Alright, so now we're getting into Summer Game Fest. And the thing I would note from it, I just thought it was cool that there's a game that has John Carpenter's name on it. Toxic Commando. I don't really know, if it's going to be anything special yet, but it has John Carpenter's name on it. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando, and I feel like his name is enough to sell it to me, as long as it comes out physically, of course. I mean, we'll see. It was a cool surprise seeing that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we'll see what it's like.
Yeah.
But totally. Alright, and then other than that, we're going to list other things that looked interesting to us, but just to note, there was Lies of P, which we had heard of before, obviously.
Yeah.
But is very close to release now, or getting closer to release now. I forget what the date is.
We've pre-ordered this game.
We pre-ordered it.
I mean, it's like a, Pinocchio Bloodborne?
Yeah, Pinocchio-esque, Bloodborne-esque. Okay.
Pinocchio Bloodborne game.
So yeah, it looks really cool. We've been excited about it, I think, for like a year now. I don't know for sure. Feels like it's been about a year though.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be really cool to see how that turns out.
So Day of the Devs, Cocoon looked pretty cool.
Haunty, you're like a little ghost.
Yeah, Haunty.
Devolver.
Yeah, Volvi is back, everybody. Guerrilla.
The
Guerrilla Collective.
2023.
2023.
I thought A Tiny Sticker Tale looked very cute, very innovative, I'd say. Where you can place stickers and they become part of the land or part of the landscape. I think that's really neat.
Yeah, that was cute. For me, I wanted to talk about Numata, which is from the same publisher as Madison. You all just got finished hearing me rave about Madison. So Numata, I got my eyes on it because of that. Spooky. Also Serum.
Yeah.
Kind of like a game where you're like, hey, you're gonna die. You're gonna die in 7 days. No, like you're gonna die soon, and there's a counter on your arm telling you when you're gonna die, and you have to keep feeding your bloodstream with like the serum that keeps you alive until like the end of the game. Don't really know much else about it, but seems like it got my attention.
Gameplay almost looks like Fallout, and concept kind of reminded us of
BioShock, right?
And
Dead Rising.
Yeah, it reminded us of Dead Rising.
Yeah.
Just because you have to inject yourself to keep yourself alive, seemingly.
Yeah.
So that looked cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so another one from Guerrilla Collective is Pizza Possum. That looked extremely funny.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what the gameplay is gonna be like, but you know, you're running around town, kind of like causing a little chaos, a little mayhem maybe. So it looked funny.
Alright, so Tribeca Game Spotlight 2023, we didn't have anything to know from that this year.
Yeah.
But Wholesome Direct 2023, I wanted to talk about I Am a Caterpillar. It looks like a fun game, kind of a sassy, cute world with a little bit of like puzzly discovery type of stuff, and yeah, just wanted to mention it.
Yeah. Kind of in the same vein, I'd say, as Smooshy Come Home. Maybe not sassy as much, but I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it just looks like you're kind of a little mushroom guy running around, like, exploring this cool world. It looks really fun, just, yeah.
Yeah. Smooshy.
Smooshy.
Smooshy Come Home. So yeah, that one was yours?
Yep.
So there was the Future of Play Direct.
One of the games from Future of Play Direct was Cavern of Dreams, and it looks like an old school N64 game, very Banjo-Kazooie inspired. It looks super fun.
Yeah.
I hope that one comes out digital or physically, not just digitally.
Yeah, they're making it look like an N64 game. I love that.
Yeah, it looks really fun.
Yeah. Alright, so Xbox Game Showcase. I wanted to talk about South of Midnight. It's kind of like a creepy, like voodoo bayou kind of game. Didn't really see gameplay, I don't believe, but the concept has my attention. So that looked cool.
Yeah, I really like the look of that too. Then obviously from Xbox we have Starfield from Bethesda, which we weren't super excited about Xbox acquiring Bethesda, but we're still excited about Bethesda games. So
yeah,
Starfield looks just super fun. I mean,
yeah,
it looks like space exploration and world discovery, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a Bethesda space game. Skyrim in space, I don't know if that's, you know, discounting it or something, but...
I mean, it looks sweet, and it's probably going to be the reason why we buy an Xbox Series X. We still don't have one. It's probably going to be the reason why we buy one. Alright, so Capcom. Capcom kind of surprised me this year. One of my most hyped games that I found out about from E3 2023 is Kunitsu Gami Path of the Goddess. I'm like, it looks weird and creepy, but it also kind of looks, I mean, it looks like a Capcom game, and I'm really excited for it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I want to show some of the clip, but really, I don't really have a whole lot to say other than that, except it's a shoe-in for me, as I'm most hyped for E3 2023.
Looks like Trippy and Monster Hunter World-ish.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to mention that they talked about Pragmata. I thought that was pretty cool, that we got to see something from that after all these years.
Yeah. Moving on to PC Gaming Show. Oh, Macabre.
Macabre.
Macabre looked very cool, very spooky.
Yeah. Looks kind of like Annihilation.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't really know what it's going to play like, but just conceptually it reminded me of Annihilation, which is a really great movie.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was creepy.
So then we had the Ubisoft Forward, which was really good.
It was really good. It was really good. Ubisoft's they had a sweet E3 lineup. I want you to talk about Star Wars.
Oh gosh, yeah, that one was a surprise one. I didn't know anything about it. They talked about Star Wars Outlaws, which I did not know about pre-E3 season. And oh wow, that looks so fun. I cannot wait to see what else this game has in store. But apparently it's going to be like open world, Star Wars, like wow. Yeah, I mean it just looks really good.
Open worlds.
Open worlds. You're a scallywag, dude.
Yeah.
Looks like you're a scallywag.
Yeah. And you got a little B-boy?
Oh, you got a little B-boy with you. Oh, it looks so fun. I can't wait to see more. We not only saw CGI, but also gameplay. And yeah, I can't wait for that one.
I want to be a scallywag with a B-boy. Yeah, and so there was that, and Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, which we found out, or at least, I mean, we found out, I don't know, this was already like common knowledge, but we found out that it was like a first-person shooter at times. It's like, what? So like that's pretty wild.
Yeah. Then we also heard about Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Yep, that was cool.
That looks very cool. You're not the prince, and it's a 2D side-scroller kind of action-y game.
Yeah.
And it looks super fun.
Yeah, it does.
And then obviously we've heard about and seen stuff from Assassin's Creed Mirage, but we heard more about that, and that looks really fun too.
Yep. So yeah, Ubisoft had a lot in store.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
A lot of stuff up our alley.
Yeah.
Moving on to Future Games Show Summer Showcase? Future Games Show. Future Games Show Summer Showcase.
Alright, so for this, I don't know what like the Lords of the Fallen people are doing. They're like, oh, it's like Lords of the Fallen 2. No, it's the Lords of the Fallen. No, it's just going to be Lords of the Fallen again or something. I don't know. Basically, this new Lords of the Fallen game looks really gnarly, and it looks kind of like a Soulsborne game. Well, I mean, that is what the first one was, to my understanding. I haven't played it. It looks really cool. Looks really cool. Definitely a game I think I'm going to want to play. It's funny, you actually got me the first one and I haven't played it yet. So I need to do that. But yeah, it looks really cool.
Daybear 1994 Sandcastle, which we already knew about, but we're excited about. So, you know, just to note that.
Oh yeah, Madison VR. I don't have a VR headset. We don't really do VR, but if I was going to, it would be for Madison VR. That and the Resident Evil VRs, but I haven't done that yet. But yeah.
Yeah. Moving on.
Moving on.
Well, last but not least, we have Nintendo Direct, baby.
They just like bombed us with Mario news, dude.
They really did.
And I mean, we were really happy that there was a Nintendo Direct. We were like, is this E3 season going to pass without a Nintendo Direct? And then they were like, Nintendo Direct, it's coming, baby. And it came, and it saw, and it kicked our asses because, I mean, the Mario stuff alone was awesome.
Yeah.
But also a new Detective Pikachu, Detective Pikachu Returns. And the Mario games, like Super Mario Wonder looks cool. Peach is apparently getting a new game. They're bringing Luigi's Mansion 2 onto Switch. And they're remaking Super Mario RPG, which I remember playing this game at my friend's house when I was like 7 years old. That's going to be really cool. I'm really excited to play Super Mario RPG on a Nintendo Switch. Yeah, and then in Super Mario Wonder, speaking of that, Mario's newest form is going to be an elephant. So, look forward to that.
Looks really cute.
Looks really cute, dude. Yeah, so Nintendo really had some sweet stuff. And you were excited about Batman, right?
I was. They are putting the Batman Arkham Trilogy on Switch, and it's coming out physically, and I never played any of those games. I watched you play all of them.
Yep.
And I'm really excited because I feel like the way that we do things is you kind of like play console games on the TV, and I play handheld as you're playing, and so I'm really excited to play the Batman games, Batman Arkham games. And then obviously we're excited for Pikmin 4, which is coming out so soon at this point. We're really excited about that.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that it? That's E3.
E3 2023. That concludes our highlights.
Wow.
Overall highlight, man, I would probably say is like Path of the Goddess. Just like a new creepy Capcom game. It's hard though. There's a lot of exciting stuff in there.
There's a lot of exciting stuff. I don't even feel like I can pick a favorite. I didn't know this was going to be expected of me. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I pulled the question out of my ass. You know, just like yeah. But I know you're really hyped for Star Wars Outlaws though. I do know you've talked about it a lot.
You know, that is what I would say.
Cool.
Star Wars Outlaws. That's my highlight.
Cool.
Highlight announcement.
Yeah. So that is AJ and KT's E3 2023 highlights. Hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in here on Cabernet Catterday Part 2. And we'll Sugi just passed out. She still has the claim of the throne.
Has not been relinquished.
Has not been relinquished. Spangley has been wandering about trying to find the political allies that she needs, and she has just come up short so far. But maybe one day, maybe tonight in part 3, she will claim the fuzzy throne and be queen of the 73 realms.
Wow. Let us know what excited you from E3. We'll be watching for all these games to come out.
Yeah. Yeah, hype. That's what it's all about. E3. Thanks for watching. We're AJ and Katie with AJ and KT Gaming, and tune into part 3 as we will now discuss our games of the decade for the 2010s, which is 2011 through 2020. So, it's coming up next. Cabernet Caturday, baby. Saving this little bit of wine for the final part.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See you all next time.
See you next time.
E3.
The name's Pikachu.
-4.